fragile ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah is crumbling under the weight of escalating tensions. Accusations are flying from both sides, and violent clashes continuing to plague the border region. What was meant to bring peace from over a year of conflict has instead turned into a bitter blame game. On Monday, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared Hezbollah's recent mortar fire on Israeli positions as a serious violation of the ceasefire agreement. 2 mortars were fired near an Israeli base, causing no casualties. But Netanyahu didn't mince words, warning of a forceful response. That response came swiftly, with Israeli strikes reportedly targeting Hezbollah infrastructure, military vehicles, and personnel in southern Lebanon. But the fallout hasn't stopped there. Lebanon's national news agency reported Israeli airstrikes in the Nabatea Governorate killed 9 people, including 5 in Haris and 4 in Talausa. This marked the deadliest day since the truce began last week. Lebanese authorities have accused Israel of over 50 ceasefire violations, fueling fears that the agreement is unraveling. Hezbollah, on the other hand, claims its actions like attacking Israeli military targets are a response to repeated breaches by Israel. The Iran-backed group has called these retaliatory moves a warning, but the violence has left civilians caught in the crossfire. Take the story of Abbas al-Tanuki, a Lebanese hotelier who tried to bury his cousin, killed during Israeli airstrikes in Beirut. Abbas coordinated his trip with the Lebanese army to safely reach his family graveyard in Qiyam. But what awaited him was chaos. Israeli tanks encircled the area and gunfire erupted, forcing Abbas and his family to flee. "We couldn't bury her," he recounted, describing how they left the body in an ambulance, hoping to try again another day.
نحن أخذنا إذن من اليونيفيل ومن قيادة الجيش إنه نوصل على الخيام ندفن الشهيدة أميرة حسن التنوخي في مقبرة الخيام وبنرجع عبون الساعة زمان. تفاجأنا بالتطويق الدبابات الإسرائيلية لنا وهناك ضرب رصاص.
And Abbas isn't alone. With Israeli tanks still doing the rounds in Lebanon, many are finding it impossible to bury their dead. Moreover, residents of southern Lebanon are finding it impossible to return home, even with a ceasefire in place. The truce, brokered by the US and France, was supposed to provide a 60-day halt to hostilities. Key coordinations included Hezbollah's withdrawal from 40 kilometers from the border and Israel's pullback from Lebanese territory. But instead, it has become a point of contention. The UN peacekeeping force in Lebanon reports that Israel has violated the agreement approximately 100 times since the truce began. For now, the ceasefire hangs by a thread. Civilians on both sides remain trapped in uncertainty, caught between promises of peace and the grim reality of war. Will the truce survive, or is it just another chapter in a cycle of unending conflict?